Oh my god, I just realized this morning. Hello, good morning. I haven't uploaded any of what, I've recorded, I've filmed a lot. But I haven't uploaded it, and I don't feel like watching any of it. Let me just rapid fire give y'all this update. Okay, so I got super, I wasn't triggered. I was upset. I was, yesterday when I left home, got to the station. There's a National Guard. Just one. Just chilling there, looking like, yeah, that's right. Try something. You know the look. You know the look of somebody who's just waiting for an excuse. You know? Ugh. Anyways, and that just kind of, sent me into this. And every time I tried to record about it, I would look back, I would play it back, and I'm like, that is not what happened. That's an exaggeration, Lindsay. Need accurate information, okay? Accurate. I saw, and I'm like, because apparently I was too freaked out and having all these scenarios running through my head because I read too much and I've watched too many dystopian movies and blah, 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 right? It was like, just the facts. Just fuck your feelings. Just the facts. So I was like, blah. So I saw one, which was jarring. That's the word. It was jarring because I'm like, you're in my bubble, bro. You're in my bubble. What are you doing in my bubble? So yeah, the typical reaction you would have when you're like, oh, that's happening close to here, but it's not here. Be wary, and be vigilant, but because it could and it would, now it is. So it's like, ah. So anyway, so that was jarring, but nothing happened. Nothing was, he wasn't fucking with nobody while I was passing through. It was just the timing, because I had just watched a video that happened not far from where I live, in DC, where this guy had 20 cops on him. 20! He was unarmed. They wouldn't say, what's he being charged with? Nothing. They wouldn't say. Because the woman that was filming, she was like, what is he even being charged with? They wouldn't even say. What was he doing? What prompted this? No, they wouldn't answer anything. They would just, and she would just kept having to say, don't touch me. They kept trying to block her from getting his face, the guy's face, that, they're making disappear. Dude was bleeding, his face was, but she got it. If you pause, you could see who that is. So we don't know who he is. It's hard to think, to say, hey, this is my name type of thing, because one, you don't want the cops to have it, you want them to work for that information. Two, it's kind of hard to think when your head is bashed and you're bleeding down the side. So I just saw that, and then I left home and I see that, and I'm like, ah! I know what you're capable of. So it was that feeling. But I only saw one other at Chinatown station. I don't know if they're at every station, because I wasn't looking for them, because I was too busy trying to calm my ass down, which didn't work for most of the day I was here. So that's that. I am still sharing my location with two of my besties. Phoenix has it set now to notify him every time I leave and arrive at home. So that's a good thing. I feel more confident with that in place. I do, because just working myself up in my apartment and not being out there in the streets to at least be an informant just doesn't feel good. I'm not doing enough. My boycotting of things that I can't afford anyway doesn't help. You know? It just doesn't. I've never been a Target customer. I don't really shop at Walmart anymore. Like, after there was a few traumatic moments that me and Phoenix both shared, and like, we're like, you know what? No, this is upsetting. It's not triggering, it's just upsetting to go into Walmart. And so I was like, you know what? I don't even want to buy anything from them, even online. Fuck them, right? I'm just still stuck with Amazon because of the simple fact that it's like, I can't carry things, you know? Like, I would love to go on Facebook Marketplace. Not love, but like, I would love to find free stuff I could pick up, but I can't. How am I going to pick anything up with no vehicle and my physicality not being back to where it was, where I can carry something? And even then, how am I going to carry it with no vehicle? I'm going to walk it halfway across the city? What am I, you know? So I'm like, yeah, if I do need to order anything big, I have to get it there, you know? But that's just temporary. I'm trying my hardest to get to a point where I can divest from shopping at Amazon. I do occasionally splurge on myself by buying things from small businesses like Shug's Shop. They are awesome. They're friends of mine. I need to they're the ones that, I don't have my bag right here, but they're the ones that handmade my bag. The one that looks like the ocean. Yeah, from start to finish. It wasn't like a pre-made bag that they custom dyed. Oh no. From start to finish, it was handmade. Okay? I need to brag about them more, because oh my god, you just can't even. But I got that. And then Restored Moisture, I just splurged on a whole restock of everything I needed from theirs. Like their body bombs, her body bombs, oh my god. And she just came out with this dense, thick body cream for eczema, which I have. Bro, oh my god. Oh my god. And her body oils. Y'all, I can't even. Anyways. Yeah, I'm shameless plug of my friends. Okay? Okay? Oh, no, I'm not really friends with the lady from Restored Moisture, but I'm definitely friends with Tammy Stirk Acres. If you'll find them, on Instagram. They don't really post on YouTube, but they're on Instagram and Threads for sure. I met them on Threads. Started following them on Instagram. We've been friends since. Like, I didn't know they had a shop, and I was like, "Oh, you made that?" And she's like, and they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, boy." Anyways, had to shameless plug my friends. But Restored Moisture, that lady, she prayed for me. Now, I feel like I'm getting over my religious trauma, because, not getting over it, but like, I'm less anti-theist, because I wasn't afraid to say, oh yeah, no, I have everything, I have a bone to pick with the Christian God. That motherfucker can suck my dick, right? Now I'm like, you know what, no, his fake ass, quote-unquote followers can kiss my ass. They can suck my dick and then pay me for it. Like, that's no. You know what I mean? Like, because she's a Christian. I forgot her name, but her Restored Moisture, that's her brand. She's a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady. She even respects my gender. She's like, oh, my bad. Like, but she's a Christian. I asked her to pray. I was like, could you pray for me? I thought she would do that just elsewhere, right? Like, offline, whatever. She sent me a voice clip. I was like, oh, it gave me goosebumps because like it didn't sound fake. Like I've had people pray back when I considered myself a Christian. There was too many people that they would pray over me. Like, you can't just have anybody pray over you. That's the thing that I had to learn too. You can't just, even if you are a Christian, you can't just have any old person just pray over you. You can't. Just don't do that. Too many fakes. Too many people that are that only want to do it because it's performative. Don't do that. That lady, I could feel that all the goodness in her was just in that. You know, like, it wasn't performative. Like, I was, that felt nice. Lots of corrective experiences surrounding Christianity that I've had when it comes to, like, I'm like, so many people I follow are Christians. I would have never guessed because they're not that. They're not that Christian nationalist bullshit, like evangelical. They're not like that. And I was like, oh my God, you guys exist? It's beautiful. Beautiful corrective experiences. Because I've always said, oh yeah, no. Jesus is my homie. He cool as shit. Okay? His dad, on the other hand. You know? That's how I've always felt. I'm like, I don't follow Jesus, but I do follow his teachings, like, as far as, like, treating people right. Don't do wrong to people. You know? That's how I've been this whole time, you know? Oh my God, my arm's asleep. Oh no! I had to switch hands. Okay, what else? Got my laundry done. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this in any of the videos I've uploaded, but on and off my entire life, I've had a bedwetting problem. Studies from the last I checked, which was over a decade ago, they found a correlation between adults that struggle with bedwetting and childhood sexual abuse. But I don't know if at that time, they hadn't figured out if there's a causation, you know? All I know is I fit that criteria. I can't tell you if there's causation. All I know is that's been something I, on and off, struggle with. And I thought I was over it. But for no reason at all, it started, like, when my period started regulating in the last few months, I've noticed that, my incontinence correlates with the cramps and PMS and like my cycle. Like the week before my cycle and then the week of my cycle. Like the week before my period and the week of, like, the days of my period. It's like I've made no progress. It's like I've always been this way. And it's like, ugh. So the other day I had to clean my couch because I woke up and I'm like, oh no. It's a terrifying experience as an adult if you're not at home. But I hadn't done that badly, not that badly, at home in a while. So I was like, ugh. Because it's always jarring because of how much I got beat for it as a child. So it's already that. But then if I forget that I'm at home, this is my place. Can't nobody talk shit to me. And if they can, and if they do, there's the door. That sort of thing. I keep forgetting. Like, yeah, I have my own place, but I'm still working on understanding that it's mine. It's my home. My home. Because being told as a child, you know, that's not your room, you just sleep there type of shit, it really fucks up how your sense of ownership over your own belongings. It really, you know, yeah, I've never really truly gotten to honor a feeling of ownership over my belongings before. I have felt that feeling, but I've never really truly been like, oh no, that's mine, and you can't do that to my stuff type thing, you know? I've never been able to like do that or have anyone back me up on it. That actually that leads us into what happened to cause me to like pick up a couple of cigarettes. I smoked 2 of them that day. Oh man, I'm out of coffee. For him to say to me that it hurts his feelings. I knew it hurts. I know it hurts to have something you gave your best friend, have them lose it. It hurts. Because it's like, damn. And the voice in my head, the part of me that's like, you know, that beats me up and constantly criticizes me, it was like, see, you don't care. You don't care. If you cared, you wouldn't have lost that. And then for him to echo that feeling, like, it feels like you don't care about the things I give you. And it's like, and it sent me into the worst downward spiral yet. It doesn't help that PMDD was a huge factor. And I just went out and got me a couple of cigarettes, and I was just like, no. But knowing that the smoking is a self-harm practice for me, it's not even about the nicotine. It's really not. I'm still taking the Chantix though, because knowing that I was fine, I didn't get sick, nothing like that, it kind of weakens the thing, but not really. At first it did, but it kind of just gives a little gotcha to that part of me that wants me to do that. But I have to keep in mind, like, bro, you don't know what the limit is before you end up super sick. Why would you take that risk? And then, but the self-harm in me, the intentional ouchie part of me is like, yeah, but well, what if I want to? Just what if I want to make myself sick? What if I want to poison myself on that level? And it's like, well, then we gonna have to just not. But what do I do instead? I don't know. We're figuring that out. So yeah. There's and that's another reason why I'm here. I did clean the couch. It was an all-day thing. It's an all-day thing because you can't just, oh yeah, the surface level. No, you gotta get in there. Like, in there. In those cushions. I'm like on the floor. So just so much stuff. So that's another reason why I'm here doing laundry. But the fact that they're in the district harassing not only anybody with an accent, but everyone. No one is safe. And I fear for Phoenix coming into this district. I said, you can't come here. No, you can't come in here. Because he gets mistaken for Hispanic all the time. And they don't care if you're a citizen. If you look Hispanic, if you look like you're not from here, quote unquote, because, you know, you're not white enough, you're in danger, girl. You in danger. And I don't want him coming up in this bitch. No. Because your supposed whiteness isn't gonna save you, bro. And then what am I gonna do? I need somebody on the outside of the district. I need somebody out here You know? Like, bro. No. But as soon as I have the Metro money, starting like it is next week. Later this week, I'll be exploring the city to find out where all these checkpoints are. Because I can't find it online, so that means, you know what that means? I gotta go see in person where these checkpoints are, because they've set them up. Like, there was already checkpoints that existed around the national park, the capital. Like, there was already checkpoints over in that area that are just standard, you know, like, you know, but now they've set up more. What do you mean by that? What do you mean you set up checkpoints? Because all I can see online is, oh no, like, as far as where they are the ones that were already there. And it's like, if they were already there, then what'd you set up, bro? So I gotta do some recon, because I'm tired of staying in the house, just working myself up into a tizzy. I'm really nervous about doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Bravery is acting and doing the right thing despite the fear, not the absence of fear, okay? That's called foolhardy. You know? Too dumb to be scared. Like, I know what's at risk. I know what's at stake. But I think if I dress nice enough, they won't mistake me as homeless. Because they're still trying to fake like they're not just trying to ethnically cleanse. They're just still trying to fake like they're not. But that is their ultimate goal. Isn't this nice? We all knew this was gonna happen if we didn't change. If something didn't change, this was what was gonna happen, and it didn't change. The things that needed to change weren't changed, and here we are. Although, see, that's the difference between people of color that were all like, no, dude, this is gonna happen. Like, they were considered like conspiracy theorists or whatever. And then the white dudes that are like doomsday prepper type motherfuckers, the difference is the white dudes wanted the war. They want a race war. They want an excuse to eliminate us. And the rest of us, all of those of us that are people of color, people that aren't white, that's everyone, people that aren't cishet white mofo, like hetero, yeah, cishet white people, everybody who isn't, the cishet white mofos they were just like itching for a race war, because they just want any excuse to legitimize their slaughter of us. And those of us that aren't cishet white people are like, that were like, oh no, it's coming if we don't change now. We could still head this off. We could stop this if we just do A, B, or C and change X, Y, and Z over there. We could just avoid this, but it's coming at the rate we're going. And everybody just dismissed everyone. Like, oh yeah, you're all just crazy. No. We was just all woke. We still woke. And if you don't agree with that terminology, like, if you even claim to not be woke, but I'm not woke, I just believe in da-ba-da-ba-da, then you're anti-black, and I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Like, what's wrong with being called woke? Besides the fact that it's a term in African American vernacular English. Like, Besides the fact that it comes from black English, what is wrong with that? Exactly. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Like, you are needed. Oh yeah, you're needed. But I'm still gonna keep an eye on you. Like, I'm still gonna be wary of you, bitch. Like, you cannot be anti-black and me fully trust you. I can trust you from over there. You can go over there. You go over there. Like, okay, good for you. Do that over there. Want nothing to do with you. What else? Like, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna fight you. But you gonna get the fuck away from me. And you gonna stay the fuck away from me. Keep your anti-black bullshit away from me. All of us, really. Can't trust you. And if you got a problem with it, well then, you're just proving us right. Anyways, what else? Had this giant fight with some dumbasses online. Like, how you gonna... Never mind. I don't even want to get into that. I really fucking hate people. Like, they gonna attack me. Like, you know what? I've had way too many instances, including this instance online, where I try to defend some people, and then the people I'm trying to defend jump me. Jump me first. They're the ones that beat my ass, either verbally or physically, because this was online, it was verbally, and tear me down like I did something wrong. While they're even admitting, and even in the process admitting, that the thing that I'm defending them against is wrong. But I'm getting attacked. You guys are fucking... It really do be your own people. And in this case, it was anybody with PTSD who finds it upsetting to use ableist terms to rage bait racists. First off, you don't need to rage bait them. First off, you really don't. Second off, you don't need to be an ableist piece of shit. Third off, how the fuck dare other black people sit there and tell me, like, attack me for defending those of us with PTSD, considering that our entire community has it. Whether it's diagnosed or not, we all have racial trauma. So maybe we don't be ableist bitches by calling racists triggered when it's not even, you don't need to call them triggered. They're upset. But they're upset because of the accountability. You don't have to misgender, be ableist, be racist. You don't have to do any of that to piss off a racist. All you have to do is hold them accountable, and that'll get them instantly heated, instantly fired up. That's all you have to do. You do not have to do that. And that's all I was trying to explain. And every single one of the people that attacked me and tried to tell me, we've got to choose our battles. Yeah, maybe one of my battles is, hey, don't be a piece of shit to the people on your own side. I don't know. Maybe I don't trust anyone on my side that doesn't give a flying fuck how the rest of us disabled people feel. Because apparently they are 100% ready to throw us under the bus. And that hurts more than anything else. I don't give a fuck what a racist says. a racist white person, oh, shut the fuck up. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. Water off a duck's back. Really, bitch? Like, are you serious? But when it comes from your own people, because, like, not all skin folk is kinfolk. When it comes from one of them motherfuckers, it hurts. It hurts deep. And it fucking... Because when racists use that kind of language, of course they do. Of course they do. Oh, yeah, so clever. You can't insult me with... You can't insult me without, like, insulting me. You can't not be ableist. You can't not be sexist. You can't not. You just can't. That's all you got. You got no facts to back anything up. So fuck you. You know? So for my own people to be doing that shit, like, bro, what do you think? You think I want anyone near me? Like, for example, black people that use the hard R, I want nothing to do with. Why would I? That just flows right out of your mouth. It's the same thing. No, according to English, white people's English, they're the same thing. But we, in black English, made a whole different word with a whole different meaning. And no, you can't use it. And no one, I don't believe anyone has any right to use the hard R. Don't call me a hard R. Now, if you're writing it in fiction and you're black, that's fine. If you're writing a story or recounting an occasion, you're quoting someone and you're black, that's fine. But to sit there and call any one of your own kind the hard R, you are not kinfolk. Anyways, I don't know what else I got in here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the ableism in the black community just really pisses me the fuck off. I got all worked up. And I told myself, I said I wasn't going to, and I did anyway. Anyways, I'm going to be heading home today during the daylight hours because yesterday my freaking knees were killing me so bad. Just from doing some regular chores, man. But the backs of my knees were just like, oh my God, lie down. And I said, okay. So I went to bed. Because I was like, I could go home. I could walk. But I couldn't run if I needed to. You know? Oh, no. No. First off, I didn't even want to go home after dark anyway. The fuck I look like? It's spooky season. That doesn't help the fact that that the regime has gone to clinical trials, bitch. And you know what? It's not even just in DC that this is happening. And I can't believe how many, you know what? Fucking sick of white people. Anyway, I'm going to go before I start cycling again. I will be okay. I haven't had a cigarette since that day, by the way. Just so we're clear. Anyways.